Okay, a market we are analyzing here is gold, right? We see in gold on the weekly time frame, we can see that gold has made interesting patterns over here, right? It has made and over here. Okay, so if we don't take those patterns, we obviously can see a very nice support level, and it basically just confirmed this level here as a resistance for that shooting star, which if it is correct would indicate that gold is gonna come down. Okay, how far we don't know, but you can say probably back to its original position. Okay, so that's on the weekly, right? So if we look at other indicators on the weekly, look at the ADX for instance, you can see that the signal line is still sitting high above, right? And we have a bullish crossover here, but then we have the zigzag pattern, which usually happens during a range, right? But this is all happening on the weekly, which kind of have a different effect on the overall market conditions. So if we take the daily time frame, okay, so we're looking currently at weekly support and resistance. So if we take the daily time frame, now we can actually see on the daily that the shooting star that we saw on the weekly is now converted to a bullish engulfing pattern over there, and then we have another bearish engulfing pattern. We have another bearish engulfing pattern with a mini shooting star. Here we have another shooting star. So if we pull the line through, we can basically say that what we're sitting with here is a snap and crack, right, which basically forced the market down, but it never broke underneath that section over there. You see, so we could see first level to focus on the break is if it breaks here, we could see a drop to this level over here. So the best thing to do is to see break, pullback, drop, right? Your indicator, which probably is your RSI indicator, is showing on the daily that we are still negative, right? But if we step this down to 4 hour, we see the market has relieved some overbought conditions over here. The market has relieved some overbought conditions over here. So what are we looking at? We are looking at a possibility. We are looking at the possibility that this fact that we are under 30 would mean that we will see more drop in gold. Okay, so my prediction for gold is the following. If we see a break under this level, we need to see the retest and drop. If we don't see the break, then we'll possibly see the continuation on the buy. Because if we look at the weekly time frame, we see that the market has been ranging sideways but it is still on the RSI. It has done a major pullback here and has relieved a lot of the overbought conditions, which could mean we could see some more upswing within next week in gold. But for this week, we could probably just see more a continuation of the downwards momentum until the end of this week, and then next week we could see another buy happening, unless these two patterns, like the hammer that we're seeing over here and the shooting star that we're seeing over here, shows us exactly where the support and resistance levels is, because we have a dragonfly doji over here, we have a hammer here, we have tweezers over here. I think it's called a tweezers bottom. We have the shooting star, and then we have another shooting star, and then we have a berry shooting. No, that's nothing. So yes, so we got a nice support level over here on the weekly, and then we have a nice resistance level over there, which should be looked at. If we look at that same stuff on the daily, right, we got a similar effect here. Over here, if this level holds, we got exactly the same setup, a smaller scale. If the current level holds, then if the level holds, then we will see a buy here in gold. Thank you very much.